What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Friendly Fire Gaming. I am Dadpool, and here are 10 things that you need to know about the Adventure Force Super Drum. What a beast of a blaster this guy is. Now, before we get to the ammo and clip type, let's go with our basics. This blaster was released in the year 2018. So fairly old for a blaster, but still holds up really, really well. As far as I know, is still available today, is not listed as discontinued on NERF Wiki. So maybe you can find yourself one in the wild or in your local store or online. They retail for $24.99. I actually think I found mine on clearance. So I try to be a thrifty shopper whenever I can. This is a pump action blaster. So the primer type is pump action. Very loud when it fires, but it is very, very unique. It does support the dart um, ammo. And as you can see, this is how we fire it. And you will see I've got a variety in there, which you know what that means for number 10. But this is a 40 dart rotating drum. We have an outer ring of ammo and an inner ring of ammo. So to load this guy up, we're going to look at the other side. You got a push button right here. A push and slide that back. And then you have an area in here that your clip is going to go in there. And then you slide that guy back. I give it a little spin to make sure, and then we lock it in place. Okay. Look at that. How intimidating is that to be looking down? Now, the cool thing about this, before we actually fire this and see if we can hit myself in the head again, is this switch right here. Kind of hard to tell, but up here there is a dot next to the top dart picture. Down here there is a dot next to the bottom dart picture. That tells you if the this lever is up here, you're going to be firing off of the top row of the drum. If you switch it down here, you're going to be firing from the bottom row of the drum. Now we're already primed up, so let's see what we do here. Really cool thing. Now, as cool as this is, does not support slam fire, so we can't just hold the trigger down. Yeah, it'll put a dart out, but it won't go very far. So, no slam fire on this guy. When it was released, it does boast a range on the darts of 80 feet. So, if you're looking to get someone downrange, this is a good choice. Flip this back to the top. You can see down here we've been firing out of our bottom row of, of ammo. Now, no trigger lock on this blaster, so make sure you're practicing good trigger discipline. Make sure we're not primed unless we're ready to actually fire. Now, there are integrated sights on this. You can see the front sight there. And a little bit weird where this part is actually raised up. This is where your rear sights are, if you can tell. Kind of hard to tell. They're just ever so slight, but we can kind of, we're lined up, take a shot. So we do have sights. Now, I've got this listed as no tactical rails, but if you look, you have a fake tactical rail on either side. You can't really put anything on there. You've got a fake tactical rail up here and one right here. You might be able to squeeze something on here, but I just don't know that it would really be worth it. I think this thing is intimidating enough as it is. So we're going with no tactical rails, and there are no clip points, nowhere to hang any of your battle type flags or anything like that. So, um, number 10, if you look and you remember back to the beginning of the video, we got all different kinds of ammo in here. So, yes, the Adventure Force Super Drum is compatible with the Nerf style darts, Adventure Force X Shot, all those good things. Really neat color scheme, the typical, green, blue, orange on this thing, but man, it's pretty stout little guy, stout big guy, I should say. But yeah, just a lot of fun, and when you empty that out, raise that up, take your. Oh, I think we're turning ready to fire. Hold on. Nope, we're not. Not sure why that's. Not sure why it won't come off. We'll get to that after the video, but um, really cool, big, big guy. So hopefully you found that informative. I think that's going to actually round us out for this month. So come back next month for a new blaster review video. And as always, I thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you are doing the whole like, comment, share, and for sure subscribe. As always, we'd love to get big enough to do some blaster battles of our own, getting a big enough space to do that. So hopefully we'll get one of those coming up soon, and we can get to some kind of a makeshift firing range to actually test some of these guys out, test the limits of their boasted firing ranges, and see what we come up with to give you guys even more of an insight into these blasters. But until that happens, we'll see you in the next video, and we'll see you next time on Friendly Fire Gaming.
One more round, it's friendly fire!